にちは。こんにちは。こんにちは。
How unprofessional. Greetings, welcome, welcome. I'm back. Apologies for being late with the return of today. Yeah, because I was supposed to start at noon, but now it's 2. I was doing stuff. I was adulting and generally being annoyed by the rest of humanity. Oh, I don't like going out into the public now that the public is as stupid as it is. This is the part of Nari's stream where I rant about things for a little bit before I actually get started with the stream. Welcome. Ha. Like, people. Greeting songs. And Lojo. Welcome, welcome, Lojo. People are just stupid. And I have encountered so much stupidity today. Like, people driving. If this is you, you're stupid. Just so you know. If you drive 6 inches away from the car in front of you while you're going down the road, but then at the stoplight you stop 4 car lengths behind the car in front of you, you're fucking stupid. And you don't know how to drive. There's no alternate to that statement. Gotta look, finish homework? Absolutely. Go finish all of the homeworks. Driving, shopping? Yes. Like, because of my back, I'm either using a cane or the little motorized shopping cart thing when I'm shopping. The amount of people who will walk, they will see me coming and then walk right directly in front of me so that I bump into them is staggering. Like, when you're stopped at a stoplight, just pull up to their bumper. Like, you're not going anywhere. If you're traveling down the road, you want to keep at least 3 car lengths behind the car in front of you. This does a couple of things. 1, it gives you a chance to recognize if they've slammed on their brakes so that you can slam on yours. 2, if someone needs to get over, it gives them room to get over without breaking the entire lane. And then when the new person gets over in front of you, just slow down and let them get like 3 car lengths ahead of you again. It keeps traffic moving at round about the same pace without putting a brake that causes traffic jams. But that's not how. Well, the problem is nobody teaches people how to drive anymore. And the driving tests are so dumbed down that anybody can pass the thing. Yeah. It's become a thing where, you know, if you have money, you get a driver's license. And keep it. Because I'm running into issues with that, where they're just trying to siphon more money out of me with fines and ridiculousness. I mentioned that briefly last night. But then I've also been encountering a shocking amount of just like science deniers. And I'm like, I'm really curious what is going on in our school system. I really am. It's just, I can't even. Yeah. I can't wait until we get to the point where all the cars are self-driving cars, and there's special roads for the self-driving cars that normal drivers are not allowed to drive on, because then everything becomes super safe and efficient. The problem with leaving multi-car length spaces between you and the car in front of you when you're at a traffic light is that you won't trigger the sensors on the traffic light to switch. Traffic lights use two types of sensors to know when there's cars there and it needs to go through the switching circuits. One of them is wires embedded in the road, and if you're like a mile behind the car stopped at the red light, you're not going to trigger the sensor that's in the road. Greetings, Q. And the other is if it's there and they have the traffic cams, some of them have a system where the cameras will look and see how many cars are there. But once again, if you're like a half a dozen car lengths back stopped, the camera isn't going to count you as being stopped at the red light. So it's not going to trigger the red light switch. So if you pull up to a line at the red light and the guy next to you is 4 car lengths behind you stopped, if you're in a turning lane, that red light is not going to trigger until that guy pulls forward to the line. Yeah, leave enough space underneath the car in front. Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad rule. The problem is when you stop several car lengths behind. If you can see, like, if you can read what's written on the asphalt between your car and the car in front of you, you're too far away from that car when you're stopped. Well, there's always a chance you're gonna get rear-ended by somebody. That's not always avoidable, and sometimes that's out of your control. Which is, I guess, what it means by it not always being avoidable. But yeah, like, people... It amazes me how many people just don't know how to drive. Like, the people that can't keep their cars centered in their lane. And, like, I've ridden with people and called them out on this because they're like weaving back and forth in the lane. They're right up next to the center part, and then they drift over to the outer part. And I'm like, look, where are you looking at on the road? Because where you should be looking at is all the way down there. Like, don't look at the ground right in front of the car. Look up to like 5 or 6 car lengths ahead of you and see where the lane is right there and line up with that. If you do that one thing, look up there instead of down here at your hood, you won't have a problem with keeping your car in the lane. Like, you won't. You will center to the lane and you'll stay dead center in the lane, as long as you are watching a spot further up the road than right at your hood. You should be looking in one of your mirrors round about every 8 to 10 seconds so that you are aware of what's happening in your car. Space it out. Like, you're looking at the road, about 10 seconds, check a mirror. Go back to the road. About 10 seconds later, boop, check another mirror. Go back to the road. 10 seconds later, boop, check another mirror. Go back to the road. When you're coming up on intersections, look and see if there's any other cars sitting at the intersection, because you need to be aware of entrances and exits to the lane that you're driving in case someone is doing something stupid. Speed up when you're coming onto an on-ramp getting onto the interstate. Don't try to merge onto an interstate going 70 at 45 fucking miles an hour. You're going to cause an accident. The ramp is long to give you time to speed up to traffic on the interstate. Don't whip out onto the interstate going like 30 and then try to speed up. I would think these things are like common sense. When you're backing up your vehicle, look in your mirror at your back tire, because that's where the back of your vehicle is going to go. When you're steering backwards, steer by the back tire. If you can't see your back tire in your mirrors are adjusted incorrectly. Like this is like driving 101 stuff. I need to check and make sure that this is 1080p. Perfect. But yeah, like I think people need to take a driving course before they get their license, and every 2 years they should have to go back and take the test again to get their license renewed. Like, do you know how much better a driving experience we would have in this country if we made people retest every 2 years to get their license? Instead of giving them their license when they're 16 and just letting them keep it until they're 95 and legally blind and still driving their cars around. Yeah. Drivers were annoying me today. And stupidity has generally been annoying me across the board. I have had so many discussions lately about people who are just stupidly anti-science. True, the DMV is notoriously inefficient. Yeah, that is true. Nothing would ever get done. Which might be better, because there'd only be like 5 people who would be able to take the test. And so the roads would be nice and clean. Everybody else be at the DMV waiting to take the test. Yeah, I've met a shocking amount of flat earthers in the past, like, week. And that just is baffling to me. Like, yeah. And I've met people who are claiming to be very intelligent that are flat earthers, and I'm like, those two things don't really go together. That's not how intelligence works. If you think the Earth is flat, you are not intelligent. You are either actually stupid or you are choosing to be stupid. And both of those are kind of dangerous. There would be more unlicensed people driving around. I mean, there are people that's already happening. At that point, there would be no difference between a licensed driver that doesn't know how to drive and an unlicensed driver. Except then, an unlicensed driver, when they get stopped, they get crimes put on top of the stupidness that they're doing. Because you're right, there would be a lot of people that either wouldn't bother to take the test or wouldn't be able to pass the test that would still go out and drive. But the difference would be when those people get drunk and hit a lamppost, or are just so bad at driving that they're texting and rear-end the person in front of them, now they're getting like jail time on top of their traffic violations. Eventually, it will whittle them down. I think there should be more consequences for people's actions. We've become a very strange country where only certain things have consequences, and more important things that should have consequences don't have consequences. Like, it's really strange. Like, this is something that I've run into a lot with my novel that I'm writing, and why I've stopped trying to submit my novel to writing groups or critique groups for critique. Because the feedback that I'm getting is just like batshit insane. I know my story. I know where the story's going. I know the characters. I know the world. And every bit of feedback that I'm getting is saying, "Oh, well, your story needs to be like this instead of what you wrote, because this is what's selling. And if you don't write this, you're never gonna get published." I'm like, I don't want to write that. I want to write this. Like, I'm fantasy science fiction writer. I don't care that your AI slop romance is the new hotness. I don't want to write AI slop romance. I want to write a sci-fi fantasy novel. Like, oh, well, then you need to write like Game of Thrones. I'm like, well, I don't want to write Game of Thrones. Like, there's already somebody writing Game of Thrones. Like, I'm gonna let George Martin finish A Song of Ice and Fire. Like, because he's better at it. He made it. But that's that, and then critiquing every female character in my story. Like, oh, well, you need to write strong female characters. And I'm like, what? What's a strong female character? Well, a female with agency. That's the new like jump word that everybody's using. Not jump word. I don't know. The popular word. Dog whistle, maybe. Could be dog whistle. But agency. Agency is a new word that everybody's using for strong female characters. And what they mean by agency is that your female character is making decisions that buzzword. That's the thing. Buzzword. Yep. in order to have a strong female character, your female character has to be making decisions that impact the plot, making decisions that make their life and existence better, and not dependent on decisions made by any of the male characters in the plot. If you fit those criteria, you have a strong female character. Well, guess what? I tend to think that Ripley from Aliens is a strong female character, specifically in Aliens 2. Where she's alone with the little girl. I forget what the little girl's name is, like Lime or something. But if you take that criteria and apply it to Ripley from Aliens, Ripley is not a strong female character. Because Ripley puts the life of that little girl above her own several times and protects the little girl, which by definition makes the little girl's life more important than Ripley's life. But that means Ripley doesn't have agency because the little girl now has the agency. So Ripley isn't a strong female character. Same thing with Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor in the first Terminator movie was a ditzy party girl. And in the second Terminator movie, like, she's locked up in prison, but she's raised her son to be a fighter, and she's gone from ditzy party girl to military badass person. But if you apply the agency criteria to Sarah Connor is not a strong female character. Do you know why? Because she put her son ahead of herself. And from the moment she decided to protect and train her son, everything about her life became about protecting and training her son over herself. She even says this in Terminator 2 when John comes to rescue her. Like, you can't be that stupid. Everything depends on you. So Sarah Connor's not a strong female character. How can you see that this is a bad thing? What you're describing with this, not you specifically that's watching, I'm just ranting at this point. But what people are describing with this agency thing is not a strong female character. It's a Mary Sue. That's what you're describing. And no, my characters are not like that. They aren't. Yeah. And like in the case of Sarah Connor, like you're saying they're saying that Sarah Connor doesn't have agency because she's giving it to John, but you're robbing her of the choice that she made to give it to John. Like that itself is an act of choice that she made. But like the feedback that I keep getting, because one of my characters wants to be in a relationship with her boyfriend. It's one of the defining factors of this character. And there's reasons that her and her boyfriend work so well in their relationship. They are each other's normal because apart, they're both kind of pariahs in society. The reason that they got together was that they make each other feel normal. And that's one of the binding things about their relationship. And so when things happen that ultimately tear them apart, a large driving force for both of these characters is restoring that normalcy and getting back together. I don't think that makes the female character in this relationship a weak character. Just because her motivation is she wants to be in a relationship. Because, I don't know, I've met women. I've met a lot of women that want to be in relationships. Not flings, not having sex with as many people as possible, but in an actual relationship with another person where they're equals and balancing and figuring, this stuff out. That doesn't take away from their agency or make them weak. From what I can understand, the people keep preaching at me about agency is anything that isn't directly benefiting the character is not agency. So it has to be benefiting the character, it has to be unrelated to any of the other main characters, and it has to be advancing the plot. And like another thing I keep getting dinged on is that several of the, like a lot of the characters in my story are military aligned, because the Elemental Academy, that is one of the core pieces of the story, is a military organization. So in out of my main cast, 3 of the characters are female characters. The headmaster of the academy, who is a military general, is female. One of her majors, who is the adopted mother of the main character, is female. And then the main character's girlfriend is female. And all 3 of them attend this military academy and are part of the chain of command, which means orders come down from on high and they're like, you have to do this right now and you don't get a say in the matter, because that's how the military works. Go do this. No, I'm not going to explain to you why. You just go do it. That's an order. That's how the military works. You don't get to have agency and disobey a direct order, because then you get thrown in jail. Like, are you now saying that all female officers or soldiers in the military have no agency? I think there are a lot of people who would disagree with you on that. Or saying that they're not a strong female character because they're taking orders from men when you're in the military. Like, yes, at some point, a man is going to outrank you and tell you to do something. There's like a 50-50 split of men and women. At some point, you're going to be taking orders from a man. Like, you're in the military. You're going to be taking orders from somebody always. Yeah, apparently I'm writing bad female characters because there's a military organization at one of the central points of my book. And my female characters have to take orders sometimes and do things that they don't want to do because they're in the military. Like, oh my god, people, that's how the military works. Like, I need you to go investigate this thing. Oh, you had plans that weekend? Sorry, cancel them. You're going to investigate this thing. That's an order. Like, yep. The military does not care about your weekend plans. You're going to go do what they tell you to do, because you signed a piece of paper that says, my life belongs to you for the next 10 to 12 years. They even give you a serial number that they call you by. Yeah. So, like, I've ultimately had to just stop trying to get any kind of feedback like that on my stories. Yes, exactly. Agency is just a made-up buzzword that people are trying to use, and it doesn't actually mean anything. And it doesn't dictate whether or not a character is a strong character or a weak character or anything like that. Because there's plenty of strong characters that have to listen to other characters. At some point, everybody is going to need help. Yeah, it just... It's the whole thing is incredibly silly. And the fact that so many people are listening to it as if it has merit... Yeah, like an employee has to follow rules at the job. Like, the society has rules, and you don't get to just decide that they don't apply to you because you have agency. And then to see the examples that people are holding up as strong female characters, that is basically just a male character with boobs and a vagina. Like, that's your strong female character? And like, I'm immediately thrown back to all of these cop shows. Like there's one where these two women are in this like gun shop and they're looking for guns, and they're like police officers. And the guy behind the counter says, "Oh, well, we have this gun," and he brings out a smaller caliber Beretta, and he's like, "This gun is great for females who have typically weaker grip strength than a man and can't always handle something like a Desert Eagle that kicks like a fucking horse." Like, this is biology. There's a lot of men who can't handle things, but these women are like, "No, we can handle the man guns." And I'm like, do you realize how stupid this is, right? This is like, what is this like? Let me think up and a proper analogy. Shoes. There's your analogy right there. Shoes. Like, you're going into a shoe store and the clerk comes up and says, "Oh, okay, I'm going to show you over here to the women's section because women typically have smaller feet than guys do. And we have a whole line of shoes over here that are designed for women's feet." And the woman's like, "No, I want the size 14 man boot." I'm like, do you realize how stupid that sounds? This is what you're doing with your, quote, strong female characters. It's stupid. Not to mention they're erasing any kind of like feminine aspect out of the characters. Like, they're not a strong female character would never worry about something like fashion, dresses, or makeup. No, because those are girly things, and they strong female. They would never do something like worry about a child or have a maternal instinct because they strong female. Ooh, beat chest, yes. I'm like, you're just writing bad characters. Like, you're writing bad male characters and then giving them boobs and calling them a strong female. It's sad. And that's not to say that females can't be strong, because if you look at the Dungeons and Dragons movie that came out, the Honor Among Thieves, right? There's a female character in the movie who is stronger than most of the male characters and way stronger than most of the female characters. And then for a good portion of the movie, it dedicates herself to protecting this kid and bringing up this kid. Like, oh, she has maternal instincts. She likes girly things. And she is a barbarian who wields a battle axe and beats the shit out of knights and paladins on a daily basis. Like, you can be strong and have, like, maternal instincts. It's a thing. People can do that. It makes their characters more interesting and unique. And I guess the opposite would be the latest Indiana Jones movie. Apart from the plot just being complete horse shit, but they made a character, the female character. I don't even remember what her name is. I don't remember a lot of people's names. This is a problem. But they made her just like a female version of Indy. And the way that she treats one of the children is the same way that Indiana Jones has treated many of the children over the course of the series, which is to say, not that well. And I'm like, yes, there are women who would treat children like that, but there's not all that many. And having one that is the mirror of Indiana Jones in every possible way doesn't make me feel anything positive about this character. It just feels like she's a cheap copy of Indiana Jones. Not that Indiana Jones has ever been a movie worth, I guess, respecting for the writing. Hell, in the first movie, Indiana Jones has no point in the entire movie. This is one of the more interesting things that was ever brought up on The Big Bang Theory. That the first Indiana Jones movie, Indiana Jones has no point in the movie. Speaking of weapons, when Mark Ryan is here in Robin of Sherwood, he became the weapon master's favorite person when he chose 2 small swords instead of a large blade as his character's weapon because he hacked. I think your message got deleted. He had a realistic view of what it would be like to work with him. Yeah. And like I don't mind that there are women that use swords, because of what a lot of people don't realize about swords is that a long sword weighs about 5 pounds, and it's balanced near the hilt of the weapon so that you can hold it in one hand and swing it around fairly effectively. Swords are not heavy. If they were, they would never have been used as weapons in combat. If your weapon is heavy, all that's going to do is make you tired. I mean, yeah, exactly. Like the weapons that people choose when fighting are mostly the same. You actually get the biggest variance in weapons when it comes to firearms and how much they kick for how much you can brace. Like the Desert Eagle, for example. The Desert Eagle or the Magnum, I forget the caliber size of the Magnum. Those are handguns that are supposed to be held with one hand that kick like a shotgun. And if you don't have the grip strength and arm strength to handle that kick, when you fire it, you're probably going to drop the weapon. Men tend to handle those weapons better, but there are men that can't handle those weapons. And I guess with medieval weapons, the same thing applies to bows. because there are different bows. So it applies more to ranged weapons than it does to melee weapons, which I bet a lot of people wouldn't immediately jump to that conclusion. But there's a bigger variance in the strength needed to operate a ranged weapon rather than a melee weapon, because all melee weapons tend to weigh about the same. War hammers, maces, war axes, swords, they all weigh between 3 and 5 pounds. I mean, yeah, there are some bigger swords like Claymore that are closer to 7 or 8 pounds. But when was the last time you met somebody who couldn't lift a 10-pound weight and swing it around? Like, if you can do that, you can wield any historical weapon because they're all lighter than that. And that's one of the interesting things when people get to hold like a real sword for the first time. They're like, wow, it's so light. Yes, because you're gonna be swinging, if you're in a war using this thing, you're gonna be swinging it around for a couple of hours. You don't want something that weighs like 25 pounds. Yeah. It's why people mount things like 50 cals and miniguns and don't just like shoot them from the hip. And it has nothing to do with how strong or weak a person or character is. Autocorrect is autocorrect. No. It messes everything up. I have never wanted to say ducking. Like, who says that? Not me. Like, you should never autocorrect anything to ducking. Because if I do want someone to duck, I will use the correct tense on that. Ducking doesn't work in that sentence. I've never wanted to say ducking something, especially as an adjective. Like, how does that? It works as a very limited verb in like one edge case. Anywho, what did we start the game? I've been ranting for about 50 minutes. Oh boy. Super Mario RPG. Oh, this is autosave up there. And this is my manual save right here. We have collected 3 stars, 37 frog coins that I don't really have a use for at the moment. And 3 characters, Mario, Malo, and Gino. I believe that there are 2 other characters, and they are the Princess Peach herself and Bowser, if I am recalling correctly. The music is just nice. Anywho, since I've been ranting for about 50 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and trigger the ad break, come back, and we will get started on Super Mario RPG. I'll be back in just a few moments. Alrighty, we're back. Let's begin. Oh. Oh no! I hit the button accidentally. Okay. Okay. Tadpole Pond, huh? Really got all of that. Right, wearing work pants. Okay, I think I'm done with this area. Ooh, loading. Booster pass. They mentioned something about Tadpole Pond. Okay. So those are just like mega potions. Okay, to the booster area. There's a hidden treasure nearby. Oh. Can't block. Gotta remember how everything works. Here we go. Booyah. Hey. Cleansing juice. Ah, in the storage box. Okay then. Booyah. Hey, popcorn. And level up. Nice. Yeah, so let's raise magic up a little bit. Lucky 2. Booyah. I had guessed that fire might be his weakness. Rock candy. What's rock candy do? Are all these guys enemies? I guess they are. Bam. Hey, Mallow levels up. I mean, it wouldn't keep saying that if there wasn't still hidden treasure here, right? Okay. Hey, Servant's online. New. Bam. Booyah.
Aha. Monster list agent. 3 frog coins per write-up. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Booster Tower. Hey, it's Bowser. Booster has such a nice place. I miss my fortress. Miss the good old days. Peach screaming in terror. Mario rushing in to save her. Oh jeez, it's Mario! Oops, okay, calm down. Don't let him see you like this. Hey, how have you been? Not like that. Send me wrong tone. It needs more confidence. You? What are you doing here? If Peach were at my castle waiting to be rescued, she'd be crying like a baby. Okay. Bowser, okay. Well, there she is. Oh? Did I just hear some voices? It couldn't be. I can't believe it. It's Mario. Mario, I'm up here. That's a voice. It's Peach. Thought she got away, but she's been stuck here. Well, I guess I'll be returning to my castle now. Out of my way, shorty. Okay. Anything over here? Boing, boing, boing. It's locked. What's the matter? The door's not opening or something? Well, that's one way. Yeah, I'm a piece of work, ain't I? Oh, hold up. We've got ourselves a way inside now, huh? Oh, this power and looks too. I know. You're thinking, big strong guy like him would be great to have along, right? I'm gonna do something I may regret later. I'll let you join my minions. You can thank me later. Mario and his friends have joined Bowser's minions. Or so they're pretending. Bowser joins the group. Oh, I guess I'm taking the explanation now. You're now 4, but fighting is limited to 3. Access party now. These will fight while their pals rest. Simply choose the 2 you wish to switch. Mario must always fight though. When you succeed at several actions in a row, you'll get an ally buff. The buff is different for each ally in the battle. Only the bonus for the active party members will be in effect. Try it out with other party members and see what you get. Party. Clown Car Barrage. Yeah, I think I like this. Give him an antidote pin. Summons Yoshi. I mean, do we want to go back and see if we can get some... Let's go back to Mobile, see if we can buy some equipment for Bowser. Yes. Okay, we can at least get him some work pants, which is a nice stat boost. Booster Tower. What are you doing? Hello there, Booster's busy right now, so you can't play. Come back some other time, or you can try to force your way in. Bolt. Well, that wasn't that hard. Oh, okay. Lane. Gotcha. Lucky. Booyah. I'll do it. Yoshi. Nice. Ran away to the corner. Booyah. Okay. Scarecrow, huh? Booyah. Let's see what's down here. Okay. From above, then. Oh, the snippets are coming down the stairs. Bam. Booyah! Hey, Gino, leveled up. bring his magic up a little bit, because it's specialist magic. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Oh. What's the big rush? Train. I'm Booster, and this is my famous Tower of Amusement. Normally, I welcome visitors to play with me and my sniffsters. However, a girl fell out of the sky and into my lap recently. Since then, I've been busy keeping her happy and entertained. I no longer have time to play, so please enjoy yourself at your own risk, that is. There it is. Can I jump off of this at any point? I can. Okay. What is the purpose of this place? I don't know. Back here? Oh, I can go through back there. Okay. What's back here? Power tab. What's this here? Is that loud noise outside? Check out Booster Pass. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. What have I done? Okay, that's strange. Was there no purpose to that? Probably pull these up so I can see when people are chatting. Bomb! You know what? Let's see what this looks like. Nice. Did that say Rob? Save. That's the wrong button. Nice. Take a look at Booster's family portraits in order from the oldest to youngest. Need the key to get in. Okay. A cool gnome pirate crazy yellow hat Frenchie. Cool gnome pirate crazy yellow hat Frenchie. Boink. Ooh, hidden treasure, huh? Oops. Bam. What's up there, isn't it? Oh, coin. Bam. Ooh, nice. Bam. Hey, Bowser leveled up. I haven't tried any of Bowser's like super special moves yet. Betting the hidden block is right here. Isn't right here. Bam. Bam. Ooh, yeah. Oh, there it is. Not at all where I thought it was going to be. Okay. Bam. Alright, scare him good. I think that's more effective. Ha! Booyah! Nice. Booyah. Nice. Okay. Yoshi. Nice. Ah. The Zoom shoes. Bam. Booyah. Okay. Oh no, it was on the left. Okay. Bam. Nice. Ooh. Booyah. Ooh, chugga chugga honk. This is my personal way. Eh? Hi, it's you again. I'm amazed you made it this far. Yes, quite amazing you are. Since you're here, maybe you could clear up something for me. My bride-to-be is chanting, Mario, help me, Mario, help me. Is she showing her happiness? Wait a second. Maybe Mario is another guy. What if you're this Mario she keeps talking about? Trying to take my bride away? Why don't you take this instead? Back here. I didn't do it. Good, I ran out of bombs. So all this is for me to put my face in the portrait slot. Okay then. Oh, change out. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Hidden box, huh? I figured that was with the look. A goodie bag. Goodie bag, dude. Packed full of coins, huh? Okay, so this way. Mario, you did come to rescue me. And I was so frightened and lonely, but now that you're here... The door won't open. I think we need Booster's spell to undo the lock on it. Well, what should we do? Well, we should get it, of course. What should we do? Booster returning, isn't he? I know. Hide somewhere and wait till he opens the door. Okay. Shouldn't we be concentrating on the girl? Right. Now, about the girl in my life who thinks I should marry her. Well, speak up. A wedding ceremony would make a great party. Party. We haven't had one of those. Could be fun, so what's a party? Well, you drink punch and eat cake, I think. Drink punch, eat cake, sounds complicated. I don't know if I can muster the energy to do it. Let's walk through it once. Waiting rehearsal time, okay. He's got the peach doll on his head. We will now begin the ceremony. Hey, someone make a smile. Beautiful bride to be. Wait, Mario always shows up about now to ruin the fun. We've got to take that into consideration. You know, someone go get the Mario doll. It isn't here. What's this here, you lazy slobs? Couldn't find water if you were fish. Behind those curtains, number 1, you go and look. Nope, nothing here. Wouldn't go and lose my Mario doll, you idiots. Number 2, you look too. I don't see anything. It's gotta be here somewhere. Number 3, your turn. Wait a minute. This is better than a party. Look out, cause here I come. Wait a second. It's right up there. I found the Mario doll. Yep. But we'll never be able to reach it up there. Oh, the sorrow. What am I gonna do? About to lose it. Goodness, you're so kind. Thank you for getting my doll. I'd like to reward you. Here, take this. You got Booster's Charm. May happiness follow you wherever you go. Alright, enough's enough. Cancel the rehearsal. We're on with the show. Here's the password. Narishm. Okay. Figured it out. Where'd they go? Wait. You took all the trouble to come here. So stick around. Let's get him. No more Mr. Knife Guy. See, his name is actually Knife Guy. Oh. You missed. Booyah! Nice. Oh, resistant to fire, huh? Booyah! See what this says. Oh, okay. I can switch in battle. Bam. That's gotta be new, right? You couldn't hot swap in battle last time, could you? Oh, we jumping off. Wee. Please let me go, won't you please? Pretty please? Where's my bird to be? I want to play hide and seek too. Don't want to play anything with you. What a poor sport. Well, we really should hurry along. A yummy cake is waiting for us after we climb. I don't want to marry you, please let me go. Help, Mario, please help me. Uh-oh, it's Mario. We didn't plan on this. You aren't invited to our wedding. Besides, we still have the rehearsal. I'll be happy to race you to the wedding hall, but you better not get in my way. Ready? This is Booster Hill Track. Need some advice? Sure. You're gonna move left, right, and jump. Can't go forward or backwards. Touch the snifters or any of the barrels and you'll fall back. Jump on the barrels or snifters to sprint forward. Reach out and touch Princess Peach and you'll win flowers. Okay. Congratulations, scored 3 flowers. Okay, it's a mini game for just to have a mini game, I guess. I'm the best photographer around. Would you like a wedding portrait? Oh, they look like chefs, huh? After we get the ceremony with some kids in dark clothes kicked us out. Help! Bruce's wedding is in progress. We're barricading the doors, so don't even bother trying to sneak inside. Supposed to be my wedding day. Oh. Mary more. First, we shop. Okay. Nice. Okay. Save. Here. place in heaven for the rich and famous. Okay. The back entrance is locked. At least I think it's locked. Okay. Oh. Easy enough to find. If we bake a cake for the big wedding, it must be masterpiece. Okay then. The bake the cake. Oh, here goes I. You look like Mario, but the door's shut tight. Listen, mustache, you and your overgrown turtle friend can take a hike. Go scat. Make like Mario and jump out of here. Get lost. Oops, you've got a problem. I better tell Booster. I said, well, help me bust that store down. On the count of 3, we run together. Okay. Are we supposed to be doing something else? Okay, I guess it was just Magic Pixel. Poosa, Sir Mario's here. Don't break down a door when entering a room. Shut it now. Move it. Okay, first we save. The turtle looks mean. You have no idea what they're up against. Lightning in a bottle, an earthquake in a can. I'll bust this open in no time. Oh, we gotta do this again. Okay. They dropped the rings. Great. I've dropped everything. My shoes, my ring, my brooch, and my crown. So, don't bother me now, okay, everyone? Bride's growing impatient. Let the wedding begin. Water coming from your house? What are you leaking, my dear? I believe that the bride may be, crying. That's what people do when they're sad. How disgusting. That stuff must be corrosive. It tastes like the sea. What could be making her cry anyway? She's crying because she has dropped some of her wedding gear. Of course. Those tears will ruin the cake. Make her stop before Mario breaks in. Mario's already in. We have to find her things. Wedding can go on without them. We're still waiting on the cake too. 10-4, good buddy. Find her stuff. I'll move the ceremony forward. It's supposed to be on the right. The bride should be on your left. Just testing. Found the ring. Found the brooch. Found the shoes. Wasn't there one more thing? You're right, the crown. Okay. supposed to be finding? Like, I know I'm looking for the crown, but it didn't show me where the crown went. Okay. Mario, you're finally here. What is Bowser doing here? A waste of time. I've got bigger fish to fry. No, I'm in good hands with you around, Mario. Here's a kiss from my hero. Oh, isn't that great? You're gonna kiss him when I'm the one who saved your skin? You two, I want a word. I'll take a kiss. I'm getting so confused. Yay, Mario gets the kiss. Maybe. Maybe not. It's like sandpaper. What the? Now that's one for the scrapbook. Let's get back to the Mushroom Kingdom. Sorry to have kept you waiting. We've made the most amazing cake, you won't believe it. Where's the bride and groom? The bride is leaving? We worked all day on the cake. Oh. There is nothing appealing looking about that cake. Resistance, huh? Bunt. Okay. Oh, we attack this. Po, po, po. What are you doing? The cake's moving. I know it's moving. It did it again. Cake's moving. Why would I lie? Because you're an idiot. Okay. The cake's alive! Run! Oh, okay. Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay, heal up Mallow. Okay. Bam. Maybe we ought to wait. This boosts his wedding cake. He'll have a fit if we nibble on it. There's a 70% chance the object you're standing on is a cake. This thing's a cake? How do we eat this? I say we boil it. What do you say? Way too messy. Why don't you just swallow it? In one gulp? Is he just gonna eat the monster cake? Wait. Did the cake just move? Concentrate, sir. Oh, this can't possibly go wrong. Delicious. Okay. It's a wrap, let's go. I mean, okay. Mario, you're my knight in shining armor. Let's get back. I hope someone marries me someday. Peach, Princess of the Mushroom Kingdom, has joined the party. Be sure to bring her back safely. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick little break. I will be right back. have returned. Okay. Let's see what Peach has. Okay, so missing an accessory. Great item, bad smell. Okay. Give her that. Give him that. Get my 2 level 9s brought up a little higher, I think. Oh yeah. Creepy guy just left. What does that mean? We go on with our wedding? Yes. This is over with, so we can go on the honeymoon. Okay. We want to stay in the suite. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Bum, ba, bum, 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 boing, boing. Okay. Mushroom Kingdom. Welcome back. You look like you're in one piece. Princess. Finally home with Mario and some wonderful new friends. They saved my life. Let's go play in the Chancellor. You mustn't keep the Chancellor waiting. I'm curious about how the royal situation of the Mushroom Kingdom actually works. She's a princess, but the ruler is a chancellor, not a king, who isn't related to her. It feels like they're just picking words. Been a true nightmare. A nervous wreck. No, I've worried everyone, but I'm fine. I can take care of myself. With a little help from Mario. Let's get out of the draft doorway. Trust Bowser? What are you talking about? What are you doing with... What's going on here? He gods. Chancellor. Mario's got things under control. What exactly did you mean when you said you had bigger fish to fry? Can't tell him the truth. If this gets out, I'm finished. Perhaps I can set the stage and the others can add their comments along the way. The Princess, Bowser, and Mario were thrown in different directions after a terrible explosion. Something huge crashed through the Star Road high above Bowser's place and went kaboom! Right into Bowser's Keep. The gigantic sword. Now Bowser's Keep has been taken over by monsters who work for some creep named Smithy. They've thrown me out of my own. I mean, I decided to take a vacation. You can't do this to me. Anyway, I was working on a plan to get my house back when Mario walked up to me and begged me to let him join my minions. I had no choice but to let him in. It was pathetic. It's okay, Mario. We know Bowser's stretching the truth a little. And Mello, how about you? Why are you traveling with Mario? Mario's helping me find my real home and my parents. That's why we're on the road together. Dreadful news, how horrible. Hope you find your real parents soon. And, Gino, was it? Starwood has been destroyed and I'm here to fix it. Mario is helping me search for the star pieces. I need them to rebuild the road. Star pieces? Starwood grants our wishes. Unless we find all the star pieces and fix the star road, we can kiss our dreams goodbye. Dreadful news. Awful, horrible. Isn't it? Indeed, say, for example, say Bowser kidnapped you. Without the aid of Star Road, you'd probably never be rescued. Actually, that sounds pretty good to me. Let's just forget these star things. Great, Bowser, then you can kiss your precious keep goodbye. What? Let's see. If Mario can't find the stars, each will be mine. But I won't get my keep back unless Mario finds the stars. So if I want my keep back, we need the star things. But, run that past me again? Just ignore that idiot. I don't think I could take a world without wishes. We need to go and find those star pieces now. Yes? You can't be serious. You're not thinking of joining them, are you? You're madness. You're a princess. What would people say? I don't care. Things seem to be hopeless right now. I'm tired. I think I need to lie down in my room for a while. Mario, Mallow, Gino, and Bowser, you two, good luck. Now then, thanks to Mario, the princess is back. I now declare this date to be known forever as... Wait a minute, you don't suppose... Could it have been the smithy who attacked our kingdom? I fear we have no cause to rejoice. In fact, Mario, I must ask you for yet another favor. Please, on behalf of all of us, you must defeat Smithy. It is the only way we shall ever live in peace again. Princess Peach is home safe, but she has decided to stay at the kingdom. Boing. Look, Mario. Princess back. I humble myself before you. Mario. Hi. Take me along with you, please. Don't worry, Granny helped me through this one, so don't ever notice that I'm gone. Let's go find a star. Times like these, what should we do? Should ask Grandpa. My grandpa should know. Just as I thought, Peach joins the party once again. This is not the end. Here we go. Alrighty. I think this is where I'm gonna call it for today. I know, short stream, 2.5 hours or so, a little bit less than 2.5 hours. And like, only like an hour and a half of that was gameplay. But I'm not feeling all that great. Yeah. I know that the streams and everything lately have been kind of me. Especially last week, because I was off. I took a lot of days off last week for various different reasons. But yeah, I've been sick like all weekend, which is not cool. And yeah, it just kind of hit me all of a sudden. I think I'm going to also go lay down and relax some. We've got a lot of time to finish Super Mario RPG. We got 2 additional characters today in Bowser and Peach. Yes. And I will be back tomorrow with more Doom. I'm looking forward to that now that I figured out I can use a controller for it. Yeah, so I think I'm going to call it a bit early today. Go lay down, take some resting time. I'm gonna pass you guys off to some cool people. Let's see who's streaming that we can throw you guys out. Who are some cool people out there in the Twitch land? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Who I know that's doing some cool things. Bum, 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 bum. Cooking. I've got some bigger streamers I could throw you guys at today. That one, oh, that one doesn't work. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna throw you guys a Spike Vegeta because Spike's a really cool dude. Friend of the channel. He's doing a really crazy thing right now where he's playing through all the games on the Super Nintendo. And he's currently playing Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man and Venom. I have a personal history with this game because I won this game. I won the red cartridge version of this game from an essay contest in a magazine in the 90s. They had a contest about reading and like which comic books you would want to read, and I forget exactly what it was, but I had to write an essay, and I did, and I won. Like the first 5 people would win a copy of Maximum Carnage, and I won a copy of Maximum Carnage, yeah, which is a Spider-Man beat 'em up type game. So I'm gonna toss you guys over to Spike Vegeta, and I will be back tomorrow with some Doom. So I will catch you guys on the flip side. Nari out.